Hello, everybody, and welcome in to Delta Dental Park at Hadlock Field. A little bit of a delayed start, but the fans have stuck around for our Christmas in July game here on this Saturday night. I'm Emma Tiedemann alongside Perry Kita as the Portland Sea Dogs looking to get back in the win column after suffering the 7-2 loss last night to the Somerset Patriots.
The highlight for the Sea Dogs was definitely the fact that Brooks Brannon has been continuing this hot streak that he's been on. The offense didn't shine last night, but Hayden Mullins also had a nice bounce back outing, 3 1/3 scoreless innings from him. But here's that Brannon shot. Brooks Brannon is not just his OPS over 1,000, he is slugging 1,000 in the month of July. He's been unreal.
And Sea Dogs able to capitalize off some Somerset mistakes as well. Michael Arias, a right-hander for the Patriots, with the block, allowing Rosario to score. And it seemed at that point that the Sea Dogs would have some momentum, especially in those later innings.
Sea Dogs at multiple points had the bases loaded with just 1 out, but they really just could not come through with the hits that they needed in those moments. And Somerset didn't give them any chances to take advantage of mistakes as well. No errors by either team.
And now Anthony Eyanson, who was, I'd say, rather eager to take the mound, is all ready to go for tonight's game. Like we said, about a 30-minute delay start. Eyanson actually came out during the Somerset lineups. There's a first pitch to Castillo, and that one is lined to left field. Frazier back a few steps, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the top of the first inning. Here is Jay Savina, but Eyanson has just been absolutely dominant for Portland, and just overall now in his professional career up to this point. 3-0 record, a 1.78 ERA with Portland in 7 starts, 8 games in total, at 1 relief appearance game after the rehabbing Patrick Sandoval. Here's the first pitch to Jay Savina. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Eyanson getting the winning decision in the Futures game on Sunday as well. Kicks and fires the 0-1, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Back-to-back cutters from Eyanson to start off this one against Savina.
Savina yesterday, a multi-hit game with a pair of doubles. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, goes low and outside again, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout. Our first Hedstrom Electric strikeout cancer and kids of the night.
3 straight cutters from Eyanson, 3 straight swings and misses. That cutter, so much vertical break, starts on top of the zone, ends underneath it.
There's Kobe Morales as he climbs in on the left side. Batting .271, the first pitch. Called strike on the low and outside corner. And Morales has been a force to reckon with throughout the Eastern League. 63 RBI, 18 doubles, 15 home runs. The 0-1 is tapped down the first base side. That one stays fair. Eyanson gloves it himself, 1 unassisted. A very quick 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the inning. Sea Dogs Radio Network. The law firm of Shaheen & Gordon is where good people do good work, and when it comes down to it, we believe everyone should know a good lawyer. From personal injury to family law and so much more, it's different here. Bottom of the first inning, Franklin Arias leads things off here on Christmas in July at Delta Dental Park at Hadlock Field. Arias batting .320, the top prospect in the Red Sox organization, facing the right-hander in Chase Hampton. Right-hander kicks and fires. First pitch swinging. Arias lines it to center field. A base hit off the first pitch of the at-bat for Franklin Arias. Wasn't waiting on that one. That one was a fastball right over the heart of the plate. 92 miles an hour, and Arias sent it right back up the middle at 106. There is Will Turner. Bats on the left side with the open stance. First pitch. This is outside, ball 1. Chase Hampton 0-2 record, a 7.27 ERA in 5 starts. Facing Will Turner, that average of 197, on a base percentage though sitting at 377. 1-0. Check swing, and it fouled off his bat for strike 1, and the count evens 1-1. Christmas in July, you see Slugger the Sea Dog behind home plate, dressed up as Buddy the Elf. Line of people going to take a photo with Hall of Famer himself, slugger. One. Just misses outside. Count falls to 2-1 as Arias tags back up at first. And Arias, 5 for 7 in stolen base attempts this season. We don't see him run too often, mostly because he gets to trot around the bases with all the home runs he has. There's the 2-1. Breaking ball bounces off the mitt of Frick and it rolls to the backstop. Arias advances on the wild pitch. That was a curveball, but almost looked like a knuckle curve with that movement. I think I've seen that. That was definitely not a 12-6 curveball. Just the base way it moved, and then you see Frick having some trouble with it as well.
Ended up above where Frick's glove was. It went off the tip as if he was making a snow cone catch. Just 72 miles an hour from Hampton.
Looks back to second to Arias, the 3-1. Misses high and outside, ball 4. And that is the exact reason why Will Turner's on base percentage is so high. It's just the patience he has at the plate, which turns into many, many walks for the outfielder. And now that brings up Brooks Brandon, the first baseman.
This is what the Sea Dogs did to Chase Hampton last time they saw him. 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 home run, 1 walk. In a game the Sea Dogs ended up winning.
First pitch to Brooks. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. Goes with the cutter that time. Brandon with a homer again last night. Up to 15 on the year, 48 RBI. Also drew a walk. The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball. Very shallow right field. Moylan, the first baseman, drifts back. A couple feet out on the outfield grass. He makes the catch for the first out in the bottom of the first inning. There is cleanup batter and Ronald Rosario. Ronald Rosario has been in the mix of cleanup hitters for Portland. That mix has included Brooks Brandon, Johan Fran Garcia, Miguel Blaze as well, and Nate Baez and Rosario. But Rosario had such a great week last week, obviously winning player of the week, and continued that yesterday, another double and a run scored. First pitch, high and inside, and he backs out of the way of it for ball 1. Sweeper gets away from Hampton.
Rosario looked really comfortable at the plate yesterday, and even those balls, the ground outs, the fly outs, they were hit well over 105 miles an hour off the bat.
1-0. This is low and inside, ball 2. Yeah, the exit velocities has been what has really been jumping out for Rosario. He's turned quite a few would-be outs into extra base hits. Climbs back in on the right side, scoreless here in the bottom of the first with Turner at first and Arias at second. The 2-0. Swing and a fly ball hit deep center field. Avina back on it, still going back. 3-run blast for Ronald Rosario. 8th home run of the season, and he puts Portland out in front 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. No doubter, straight away center field for the reigning Eastern League Player of the Week.
Ronald Rosario told me 2 days ago that 2 more home runs were coming for him this weekend. There's number 1. Squared it up outside of the plate, up in the zone. He told me he's been looking at those pitches up in the zone and wants to attack when he sees his opportunity. Big moment for the Sea Dogs.
And now will be Nate Baez looking to just keep that momentum. This is something that the Sea Dogs struggled to build on last night, and they had runners on in the first inning, at first and second, just like this first inning, but unable to score them. And now you have a 3-run lead as Baez takes the first pitch high and inside, ball 1. And for Chase Hampton, home runs are not very frequent. He's only given up 1 home run for the with the Patriots this season, as the pitch is a called strike and the count evens 1-1.
It was to the Sea Dogs, though.
Right.
Hampton, though, has been all over the place this season.
The 1-1 swing, and he pops it up high and foul first base side. Moylan and Frick head over just in front of the dugout, and it's Moylan who makes the catch for out number 2. Here comes Matt Frazier.
Hampton has spent time in Somerset, Tampa, Hudson Valley, and then back to Somerset this season while rehabbing through some injuries. So this is just his 6th start with the Patriots, all of them coming since June 12th.
Frazier climbs in the left-handed batter's box. First pitch. Swing, and it's hit on the line of the right fielder. Leaps up, it's over his head and bounces off the wall. Frazier up to second standing as the hits keep on coming here in the bottom of the first for Portland. 4th double for Frazier this year.
Sea Dogs not afraid to get after it early in these at-bats. Arias with the first pitch hit, Frazier with the first pitch hit. Both of them were balls that were left too far over the middle of the plate. That one almost dead center of the strike zone.
And now Nellie Taylor will be at the plate with Frazier at second. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Sea Dogs trailing, or excuse me, Sea Dogs leading 3-0. First pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 1. Taylor did not play yesterday, but had some good hits last week in New Hampshire. Hampton now steps off and calls time. Frazier at second base, tagging up. Hampton with the in at the waist, looking in. He sets. The 0-1. Another breaking ball, and Taylor sends it softly third base side, fires over to first, and the inning comes to an end. But 3 runs come across via the 3-run homer for Ronald Rosario. Portland takes the lead in the top of the second in Portland on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon. For the second back in Portland, Sea Dogs off to the 3-0 lead after the 3-run homer by the catcher Ronald Rosario. And for the top of the second, it'll be DJ Gladney, Connor McGinnis, and Thomas Frick due up against the right-hander Anthony Eyanson, who retired the side in order in the top of the first inning. Gladney stands in on the right side. Eyanson rocks and fires. First pitch, called strike, low and inside. Now it's my pleasure to welcome in the booth Tim Ross from the Salvation Army. We talked about how it is Christmas in July. Today, I was sporting my Christmas tree costume, but I decided to retire it for the rest of the night. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. But, you know, obviously the Salvation Army, we see them all over, nationwide, but particularly in Portland. But when was the Salvation Army established in Maine in particular?
It was started in Bangor, Maine in 1885, and then in Portland in 1886, a year later.
So it has been around a really long time in Maine.
Yeah, 140 years, yes.
Wow. Now, what major services does the National Salvation Army in Maine provide?
Sure, it provides food pantry services, meals, serving meals to those who are in need, going to Camp Tobago with camper ships for kids in Maine, especially during the summer, utility assistance, Christmas assistance, certainly that's often known during the Christmas season, but need has no season. It's always around us every day.
Right, so it's past just the bell ringing that we see
yes.
and everything. And it sounds like we have plenty of bells in the seats here tonight.
It does. Yes.
There's the first pitch to Connor McGinnis, a called strike after DJ Gladney goes down on strikes. And now it sounds like you're able to serve individuals, families, and then veterans, I assume, as well.
Yes, we're able. Whoever comes to our doors, we try to meet the need wherever they are, and certainly veterans are certainly included in that. And it's we do our best to meet the people where they're at.
Now, Maine is a pretty large state. I think people are pretty surprised to learn that at times, all the way from north down south too. But where are the course centers located across the state?
Sure, we have 9 in the state of Maine, all the way up from Holton, Maine, all the way down to Sanford, Maine. So basically, Augusta, Lewiston, Rockland, Bath, Portland, Old Orchard Beach, Sanford. A few I probably missed in there, but yeah, there's 9 operations going on.
And then how many are served or have been served in recent years, though, with 9 centers?
Sure. About 28,000 people are served each year, at least in the past year. When we look at food pantry orders, like 23,000 orders have gone out across the state of Maine. 28,000 meals served at soup kitchens. Over 10,000 families assisted at Christmas time. So it varies depending on where we are in the state.
But tens of thousands of
Yes,
people
tens of thousands
receiving
of people.
assistance. That's
Yes.
so impressive. And you mentioned Camp Sebago. What are other programs that are offered by the Salvation Army? And tell us a little bit about Camp Sebago.
Sure. Camp Sebago is on Sebago Lake. We have hundreds of acres there that kids can come for 1 week at a time during the summer. I think they run 6 camps, 6 weeks of camp. It's usually at a discounted price for families who are in need. They can have enjoy the lake with boating, kayaking. They can go swimming. And also wilderness, s'mores, and those kinds of things in nature. So they really get to enjoy nature at one of its best things in Maine, Lake Sebago.
Yeah, it's such a special thing to enjoy Maine and
Yes.
enjoy the wonderful state that we live in. Frick sends a double off the wall in center field for a 2-out extra base hit. That brings up Josh Moylan. Now, share a little bit about your current Give a Little, Change a Lot campaign that you have running.
Yeah, this campaign was started really to help meet the needs during the summertime. Some families have to provide more meals. Kids are out of school. Our utility bills are higher because of the heat and cooling. And so this campaign was started in this past year to really help those who might be struggling to put food on the table. We know how high the cost of food is now, and utilities and those kinds of things. And it's really localized to the 9 Salvation Army centers. So it might be a little bit different up in Bangor, Maine than Old Orchard Beach, Maine, but it's really locally driven to help meet the needs of the people in that community.
0-1 pitch to Moylan, misses outside, and the count evens 1-1. Now there are 2 outs in the top of the second here in Portland. In case this is the 3rd out, if people are listening and they're interested in donating to the Salvation Army, getting involved, where is the best place that they can find more information?
Yeah, they can go to our website. I'm just going to pull it up here. I just had it here. It's salarmy.us/NNE. salarmy.us/NNE, and they can find all kinds of information about the Salvation Army here in Northern New England.
Awesome. Well, perfect timing. When the unexpected throws you a curveball, ServPro helps you get back in the game. Serving Maine since 1976, we respond faster to any size disaster. When never thought this would happen, happens. ServPro's got you. Call 1-800-ServPro or visit servpro.com. Bottom of the second in Portland. Abram Leando leads things off, takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Sea Dogs leading 3-0, courtesy of a 3-run homer by Ronald Rosario. The bottom of the first. 1-0. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. The count evens 1-1. Leando hitting .231. Reached base yesterday via a walk. Here's the 1-1. Low and outside, ball 2. Sea Dogs in that first inning did a really good job of attacking Chase Hampton early in the at-bat. You saw first pitch single from Franklin Arias. Sea Dogs were not waiting. They saw their pitch, they attacked. Here's the 2-1. Swing, and Leando sends it high behind the plate, foul territory. Frick takes off the face mask, and ball curls around and out of his reach. Falls onto the grass for a foul ball, and the amount of backspin on that ball. Frick started right behind the plate and actually ended up down the third base line trying to make the catch.
When it goes so high in the air, too, with this cloudy backdrop, that ball blending into the sky, really hard to track. But still a second chance for Abram Leando now.
It's almost like we have fog now rolling in as well. Ballpark is pretty close to the ocean, as we are here in Portland, Maine, so it's some odd weather at times. 2-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 1 in the bottom of the second. That's the first strikeout of the night for Chase Hampton. Here comes Caden Rose. Rose back at second base tonight. Offensively for the Sea Dogs. Rose, we have seen now play almost every position in the infield except for first base. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a foul ball back to our right into the seats for strike one. Seen Rose at second, third, short, and the outfields. Climbs back in the right-handed batter's box. Base is empty. And one away in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-1. Low and outside, and the count evens 1-1. Chase Hampton did have a non-roster invite to spring training last year, but had to undergo Tommy John surgery. Did not pitch last season, and that's why he started this year on the injured list as Rose fouls back another into the seats for strike two.
Different reaction from the crowd that time.
Someone last night made a great catch with his glove just in front of the booth. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and Rose gets a hold of it, lines it to left field. That's a base hit as Castillo bobbles it. He drops it in the left field corner as Rose cruises into second with one out in the bottom of the second inning.
Rose is so fast, he was basically already around first by the time that ball even got down in the left field corner, and it's all it took, a moment of hesitation from Castillo for Rose to glide into second base. He beat that throw by a mile.
That's the 10th double of the season for Caden Rose, and it's back to the top of the lineup. Franklin Arias, who singled off the first pitch he saw from Chase Hampton in the first inning. Right-hander sets. And the pitch. Called strike on the high and inside corner. First pitch sweeper from Hampton. Right-hander sets. The 0-1. Low and outside, and the count evens. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sea Dogs leading 3-0, looking to add on with Caden Rose in at second. Arias at the plate with an even 1-1 count, 1 away in the bottom of the second inning. Hampton has the signs from Frick. 1-1. Swing, and he bounces it left side and through. Another base hit for Arias. Rose holds at third, and Franklin Arias already has himself a multi-hit game here in the bottom of the second.
Number 31 on the season for the best hitter in the Eastern League in 2026.
Here comes Will Turner, who drew a walk in the first. Franklin Arias, that time he saw a fastball, and that was actually the same pitch that he saw in the first inning. That's the first pitch to Turner, misses outside, ball 1. Arias just making it look so easy, and he's made it look so easy really all season. Hampton comes set, he nods to his catcher Frick. 1-0. Misses outside, ball 2. Chase Hampton, originally from Kilgore, Texas, pitched collegiately at Texas Tech University out in Lubbock. A 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Texas Tech has produced some big league talent the last few years. Good pitchers, and then you have Josh Young. Not to mention the softball powerhouse that the Red Raiders have right now. Here's the 2-1. Misses low and inside, ball 3.
Anything for a chance to talk about the Red Raider softball team.
I mean, came up shy this season in the World Series, but the Diamond Sports and Lubbock, it's like they'd be fun to watch as of late. Here's the 3-1 from Hampton. check swing, and he did not go around. That is ball 4. So just like Franklin Arias, who has already a pair of singles, Will Turner with a pair of walks. And this is a good improvement from last night because Arias and Turner were batting 1 and 2 in the lineup. They went a combined 0 for 8 with 6 strikeouts. And right now, they have both reached base twice, total of 4 times, and have scored 2 runs combined. So bases now loaded for Brooks Brannon. First pitch. This is low and inside, ball 1. Not the guy you want at the plate with the bases loaded, as Frick almost overthrows the ball back to Hampton. Caden Rose almost took an opportunity to try and sneak home on that missed throw, as he's laughing as he tags up at third. Hampton sets again. 1-0. Right down the middle for a called strike, and the count evens 1-1. Brandon 0 for 1 today. Here in the bottom of the second, 1 out, bases loaded. Sea Dogs leading 3-0. 1-1. Swing and a foul ball back and out of play, strike 2. Brandon now down in the count. Another cutter from Hampton that time as he readies again, looks to Rose at third. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on the sweeper low and outside. Brandon goes down on strikes for the second out in the bottom of the second inning.
Both strikeout pitches in this inning from Hampton have come via the sweeper. He has a lot of pitches that sit from the 70s, like the curveball, the sweeper, low 80s. That one came from about the middle of the plate to the low and outside corner.
Here's Ronald Rosario. Had a 3-run homer in the first. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside, ball 1. First pitch fastball from Hampton. Does not want to make a mistake over the plate to Ronald Rosario right now, the way that he is hitting. Hampton sets. Now steps off. First disengagement of the at-bat. Everybody tags back up. Turner at first, Arias at second, and Caden Rose at third. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Hampton rocks and fires. Foul back into the seats. And the count evens 1-1. Another fastball from Hampton. Tried to jam him a little bit, went inside that time. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. He fires. Swing and fouls it back again, just trying to time up that fastball. Gotten 3 in a row so far. That one looked good over the plate. Rosario climbs back in on the right side. Bases loaded. 2 outs in the second. 1-2 pitch. Low and outside, and the count evens 2-2.
Good work from Frick even getting to that ball. He had to reach across his body into the dirt to block it. If it gets past him, Rose is scoring.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. He deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and out number 3 in the bottom of the second. Back-to-back strikeouts leave the bases loaded. We head to the third. Portland trailing 3-0 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network.
Neither team wants to go to extras.
Leading off the Somerset, addressing hitter number 17, Mary Valencia.
Top of the third, back in Portland. Sea Dogs on top 3-0 over the Somerset Patriots. First pitch Emmanuel Palencia called strike from the right-hander Anthony Eyanson, who was allowed just one hit through 2 innings. That's 3 strikeouts. 0-1. Called strike 2, low and outside with the curveball. Eyanson fresh off his Futures game and All-Star break. Futures game appearance on Sunday. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3, low and inside, dots it with the fastball. 4th strikeout of the night for Anthony Eyanson. Brings up the shortstop Owen Cobb, but you see there on the MLB TV replay, right now Eyanson has so much control over his pitch location. He can find those corners easily. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1, high and inside to Cobb. Fastball at 93. Cobb, the shortstop, hitting .231. The 0-1. Low and inside, and the count evens 1-1. Another curveball, and Eyanson right now fastball, curveball heavy. That has certainly been working for him. Patriots just unable to have an answer for the right-hander so far. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. There's the curveball again. Just dives out of the zone so quickly, but it's fooling hitters because it looks good. It would be over the plate in the zone. 1-2. Grounds it foul, third base side. Count stays 1-2.
It's interesting to think about Eyanson's pitch mix because down in high A, he was using a lot of the gyro slider, which is lower in the zone and falls out of the zone quicker than that curveball does, and he was drawing a lot of swings and misses on it. But when he came up here to Double A, he was
1-2, taps a foul again.
He was dealing a lot more walks because the Double A hitters had a bit more of a discerning eye against that particular pitch and weren't biting at it as often, and you're not seeing that pitch featured as heavily in Eyanson's rotation as of late.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Swing, and he taps it to the shortstop. Arias charges in, throws on the run to first. What a play by Arias. Second out of the inning. Not an easy play to make either. See Eyanson talking with Arias as he jogs back to short. And Eyanson has said before, if there's 2 outs, he sees a play like that with Arias at short, he just starts walking off. He knows that Arias is going to make the play. First pitch to Jackson Castillo. There's that curveball again. Misses outside this time for ball 1.
It was a slow-moving grounder, but also with this wet grass, the ball not moving as quickly.
1-0, misses outside, ball 2.
In general, the grass really cushions its fall. Arias had to sprint in to make that play.
2-0. Called strike high and inside. Back-to-back sliders, like you mentioned that he was using a lot in high A now in this at-bat with Castillo. This is the second time through the lineup now for Arias. Or excuse me, for Eyanson. Here's the 2-1. High and inside, ball 3 with the fastball.
Back-to-back sliders, but they're also sliders up in the zone, starting above the zone and then coming into the zone versus bottom of the zone and then falling out of the zone.
The 3-1. Drops in a curveball, called strike, and the count is full with 2 outs. Base is empty in the top of the 3rd. Portland leading 3-0. Eyanson looks into his catcher, Rosario. Here's the payoff. Just misses upstairs, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk issued to Castillo. First walk of the night for Anthony Eyanson. And there was another high slider through quite a few times in that at-bat. And now Jay Savina comes to the plate. Eyanson sets the waist. Here's the first pitch. Low and outside, ball one. Another first pitch slider. And Avina was the first strikeout victim of Eyanson back in the first inning. Eyanson peeks over to Castillo at first. Has 8 stolen bases on the year. 1-0. Swing, and he pops it up foul first base side. Brandon heading over, and it's just out of his reach into the Patriots dugout. The count evens 1-1. Vina with 17 home runs with the Patriots this season, 49 RBI.
Pretty heavy shift for the Sea Dogs to the left side, and with Brandon holding on the runner at first, there is all the space between first and second available for Avina.
1-1. This is inside, ball two. Another slider, and Avina trying to remain patient. He did see Castillo's at bat from the on-deck circle. Saw that where those sliders were landing. The 2-1. Called strike two, goes low and outside with the fastball at 92, and Eyanson really popped on everyone's radar during spring training. Triple-digit fastball. He sets again. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Well, yes, swing and a miss. Strike three by Rosario holds on to it. Final out of the inning. 6 strikeouts on the day for Anthony Eyanson. We head to the bottom of the third. Portland leading 3-0 on Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon. Get your local Verizon store today to check out the best value guarantee for new and existing customers. You can lock in a low price for 3 years on mobile and home internet plans, only on Verizon. Additional terms apply. See store for details. But it's a bit of a breezy night now in Portland. Wind blowing kind of left to right as check swing foul ball into the seats for strike one for Nate Baez. It was blowing out towards right center field. Now it's just blowing across the field left to right. Still a bit of fog in the area after the rain earlier this afternoon. Baez pops it up foul again, first base side. Bounces onto the dugout for strike two. Last night, a little bit of a chill in the air. We get our first, and I know it's only July 18th. It feels like we're getting our first taste of fall here in Portland. It will warm up, though, and won't really have truly those fall temperatures until September. Fingers crossed. Not quite ready for fall yet. Here's the 0-2. This is low and outside for ball one, but still a bit of a chilly and breezy Saturday night here in July in Portland. 67 degrees right now. 1-2. Called strike three, freezes Baez with the sweeper low and outside. That is the 4th strikeout of the night for Chase Hampton. Here comes Matt Frazier.
These gusts of wind can really play an important role in this game. They're really strong, and if it gets a hold of a ball in the air, it can totally blow out of an outfielder's reach. Earlier, when we were taking the tarp off the field, I felt like I was getting blown away by the gusts of wind.
The first pitch to Frazier misses low and inside for ball one. I think it was definitely one of the windier tarp pulls of the season. See it, Chase Hampton's pants, the pants blowing in the wind. There's the 1-0. High and inside, and the count falls to 2-0. Matt Frazier with a double off of Hampton in the first inning. Was left on base. Sea Dogs had scored all 3 of their runs in that first. Here's the 2-0. This is outside, ball 3.
It's very unpredictable as well. If you keep watching the flag in center field, it goes from blowing straight across to blowing straight out, changing every few seconds.
Fly balls might be an adventure for the outfield tonight. Here's the 3-0. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. Hampton trying to work his way back. Fires in that cutter. Here's the 3-1. Swing, and he lines it the other way, left field. Diving forward is Castillo. He makes the catch. for the second out in the bottom of the third. Takes a hit away from Matt Frazier.
Absolutely robbed Frazier, but to Castillo's credit, he was playing in already, so he didn't have to move too far. If he'd been at regular outfield depth, that ball would have dropped in front of him, but because he was positioned to make that play, it was very much in reach.
There is Nellie Taylor, 2 outs, nobody on in the third. The pitch. Check swing. They do appeal, but he did not go around. Another shot of the flag. Now it's blowing out towards right center field as of the second. But a completely different shot than when we opened up the inning with, that's for sure. Here's the 1-0. Called strike low and inside, and the count evens 1-1.
It's when you love to see if you're a hitter, when do you hate to see if you're anyone else on the defensive end.
1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. There's the curveball from Hampton. Was low to Taylor, and now ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Called strike 3, low and outside with the fastball as Hampton retires the side in order. Now has 5 strikeouts on the night. Top of the 4th, Portland leading 3-0 over the Somerset Patriots. More on that in the play-by-play. Here is Perry Ketai.
Thank you very much, Emma. Anthony Eyanson back out for his 4th inning of work. 3, 4, and 5 due up in the Somerset order as they make their make their way through their second time through the order here in Portland. Definitely hazy out here as a swing and miss strike is dealt to Kobe Morales to start off the inning. Infield shifted to the right side against the lefty Arias. A little bit to the left side of second, not quite stacked behind the bag. Here's the 0-1, bounced in the dirt. Count evens at 1-1. Eyanson deals a called strike with the curveball. That curveball has been located very precisely for Eyanson tonight. It's been his strikeout pitch often. The 1-2. Bounced in the dirt again. Comes up into Rosario's chest. He takes a second to collect himself. Counts 2-2. It's hard to believe that Eyanson was in college just last year. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, got him with a fastball at the bottom of the zone. And that's another Hedstrom Electric strikeout cancer in kids, number 6 on the night for Eyanson through 3 1/3. Last year, Eyanson was the winning pitcher in the Men's College World Series Championship game for LSU. Here's the first pitch to DJ Gladney, a called strike, another fastball. He talks often about how he loves to have the ball in his hand in high pressure moments. The 0-1 missed outside for a ball. He showed that the last time the Sea Dogs saw him on July 4th. It was an epic game from start to finish. Ended up as a 3-2 walk-off win for the Sea Dogs, a pitching gem from both Patrick Sandoval, the Major League rehabber, and Eyanson. 1-1, softly on the ground to third, scooped by Liendo, and he tosses to Brannon in time for the second out of the inning. Eyanson was the hero in the 4th of July game. In the 10th inning with a runner on second base. At a failed bunt attempt, it was popped up into the air. Eyanson sprinted off the mound, laid out, made the catch, and then from his knees, threw out the runner at second for the double play on 1 pitch into the inning. Here's a pitch to McGinnis. He swings and misses for strike 1. After that, the Sea Dogs were able to come up with the winning run in the 10th to the elation of the sold-out crowd. Deep breath from Eyanson, the pitch. Line to third, Leyendo catches it, and it's another 3-up, 3-down inning for the starting pitcher. We're on to the bottom of the fourth. Sea Dogs up 3-0 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Attention fans, Welch Sign, Daily Sign, and all one great company. Expertly crafted interior and exterior signs designed, built, and installed. That's our game in Welch and
Bottom
Daily
of the
Sign.
fourth inning, Abram Leyendo leads off 8-9-1. Due up for the Sea Dogs against the starter Chase Hampton, who has locked in after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Leyendo, a called strike 1. Fastball over the heart of the zone, infield playing straight up against one of the hottest hitters, not just on the team, but in the Eastern League. In the last couple of months, the 0-1 late on the sweeper. It's 0-2 for Leyendo. Has reached base in 31 of his last 32 games. As he calls time to reset the pitch clock. Hampton squared to the plate, now sets into the motion. Outside, ball 1. Abram Leyendo out of Maracay, Venezuela, one of 6 Venezuelans on the roster. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the night for Leyendo. 6th strikeout of the night for Hampton. So both starting pitchers have 6 strikeouts through at least 3 1/3. Hampton might add on here. He faces Caden Rose. First pitch fouled back into the netting. Rose just underneath the fastball at the top of the zone. Rose ripped a double up the third base line, but was stranded on second in the second. Here's the 0-1. Called strike on the outside of the plate. Another fastball. Back-to-back 0-2 counts here in the fourth for Chase Hampton. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. That sweeper has been lethal today for Chase Hampton. Strikeout number 7. But here's Franklin Arias, who's already 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. He scored once. One was over the outfield, or over the infield. A big gust of wind just came in and blew every single paper in this room to a different location, demonstrating what Emma and I have been talking about all night. Even the heavy packets moved around with that wind. Here's the 1-0. Low and outside again. Arias quickly ahead in the count. Back in Portland following his time in the Futures game, but we'll put a pin in that conversation as manager James Cooper is out of the dugout, and that will be the day for the starter at exactly 65 pitches. Chase Hampton calls it a night. We'll be right back after this break on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Sea Dogs fans and Salvation Army serves our communities throughout northern New England. Every year, nearly 28 million people across America find hope through food assistance, youth programs, disaster relief, and more. 7,400 centers nationwide, the Salvation Army is doing most good. Support your neighbors today. Now pitching for Somerset, number 19, Kelly Austin.
Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 outs for the Sea Dogs. Franklin Arias at the plate against the new pitcher into the game. It's Kelly Austin, the right-hander from Costa Mesa, California. And if you're a Red Sox fan, don't look now, but they just took the lead against the Rays in the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 count against Arias. The pitch dropped into the zone with the first pitch slider. The count moves to 2-1. This is typical of the Yankees yesterday. We saw the starter, Jack Siebert, pulled at exactly 85 pitches. The 2-1 misses just off the plate for ball 3. Poor Jack Siebert was through 4 2/3 innings with 2 outs. Now that's what 4 2/3 means. So 4th inning, 2 outs, and a full count, and he was pulled. The 3-1. Ball 4, Franklin Arias reaches for the 3rd time tonight. But that's just the way it goes when you hit your pitch count limit, and especially for a guy like Chase Hampton, who's been making his way back from injuries this season. This is just his 6th start in Somerset. Yankees organization exhibiting an abundance of caution when it comes to injury prevention. Here's Will Turner, 0 for 0, pair of walks and 2 plate appearances. He takes the first pitch ball down low. Austin shakes one off, now nods, checks on Arias at first. Kicks and deals. Check swing from Turner, it's called a strike above the zone. Austin, a 3-1 record, 3 saves on the year, a 4.08 ERA, the 1-1. Turner goes after it, twists it foul to the left side of the stands, and the count's 1-2. Austin spent all of last year as well in Somerset in a closer kind of role. The 1-2, another foul tip, not held on to by Frick behind the plate. Usually a 1 inning or less kind of guy. In his last 5 outings, has not thrown more than 23 pitches. The 1-2. Another foul ball. Turner battling to stay alive. Got a piece of that fastball on the outside part of the plate. Moylan holding Arias on the bag at first. The rest of the infield crowding around the middle. Not necessarily shifted. The 1-2. Turner up the first base line, backhanded by the first baseman, Moylan, who takes it to the bag for the 3rd out of the inning.
Visit IBW567.com. Or like the Bank Connect Savings Bank for their sponsorship of Patriots innings. Leading off the Somerset, the catcher Thomas Frick.
Get your local Verizon store today to check out the best value guarantee. For new and existing customers, you can lock in a low price on mobile and home internet plans only on Verizon. Additional terms apply. See store for details. Eyanson deals a first pitch. Called strike to Thomas Frick. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the order. Top of the 5th, excuse me. A swing and a miss for strike 2. And Frick is quickly down. Frick does represent, though, the only hit that Somerset has against Eyanson tonight. It was a double back in the 2nd. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Eyanson gets it back against Frick for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 3, Josh Moylan.
So here's Josh Moylan, 0 for 1 with a ground out to first base. First pitch is a swing and a miss strike. Eyanson nods. The 0-1 hit well at a deep center field, but Taylor's over on it, and he makes the catch on a line for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Eyanson. He's retired 6 straight for Somerset. Crowd filling in. It's cool, you could see the field drying out. There was a lot of rain earlier. Now there's dry patches mixed in with the wet patches. First pitch to Manny Palencia, misses down low for ball 1. Infield playing straight up, bases empty, Sea Dogs lead 3-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Palencia 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking in the 3rd. Eyanson readies. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Curveball that time, keeps working for Eyanson. Perfect 12-6 motion right over the middle of the plate. 1-2 count, 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch. Ripped foul left side and out of play, count stays the same. The 1-2 off the end of his bat, foul right side. Hit sharply into the netting over the Somerset dugout. Another 1-2. Another swing and a miss, strike 3, drop 3rd, tag applied. 8 strikeouts in 5 innings for Anthony Eyanson, and we're on to the bottom of the 5th on the Sea Dogs Radio Network.
Sea Dog players and able cancer specialists want to know that age-appropriate screenings and genetic testing saves lives. So grab your phone and scan the code now or visit.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Brooks Brannon leads off. 3, 4, and 5 due up in the order. Sea Dogs leading 3-0. They put up all those 3 runs in the first inning. It's been quiet since then for both sides. First pitch to Brandon, misses upstairs for ball 1. Kelly Austin back out there, the 1-0. Swing and a miss ahead of the slider, and the count's 1-1. Austin came in on a 2-0 count in relief of the starter Chase Hampton in the 4th. He's at 11 pitches, has not gone more than 23 in an outing this season. The 1-1. Brannon rips it down the third baseline off the glove of Morales into the deep corner. He's around first, heading to second, and that is where he will stay, on his feet. And for Brannon, that's not just another double. It's his 5th straight game with an extra base hit. It's the Sea Dogs' first leadoff base runner since the first inning. And here's Ronald Rosario, the reigning Eastern League Player of the Week, whose 3-run home run was responsible for all 3 of those runs the Sea Dogs have on the board right now. First pitch. Fouled behind the plate. Barely a piece of it, strike 1. Rosario came up in the second inning with the bases loaded, 2 outs, went down on strikes. It was a missed opportunity for Portland. They have not had, or they've had just 1 base runner since then, until that Brooks Brannon double. For Brannon, that's his 16th double of the season. The 0-1. Off the end of his bat towards short, off the bounce, scooped up and collected by Cobb. He beats out the runner at first for the first out of the inning, but Brannon advances to third.
System Architecture.net batter, Nate Baez.
Sea Dogs lead 3-0. They'd love to make it 4-0. Brannon 90 feet away on third base. Baez at the plate with one out. Infield is in for Somerset. First pitch fastball rocketed but missed the zone on the left side. Baez 0 for 2, a pop-up and a strikeout. The 1-0. Yanked it low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Somerset about 2/3 of the way in on the dirt. Not quite at the infield grass, just a couple feet behind it. The 2-0. Misses high, 3 straight balls to Nate Baez. And Austin is at risk of putting runners on the corners. Matt Frazier on deck, the 3-0. Called strike. Baez thought that was ball 4. Definitely looked like it ended up below the knees. But Austin gets the benefit of the call. The pitch. That's ball 4 low. And Baez gets his walk. Runners on the corners for Matt Frazier, who had a hit robbed by Jackson Castillo out in left field when he dove out, laid out full extension to make a catch against Frazier. He's already doubled tonight back in the first. He stands in on the left side, back of the box. First pitch, flared foul left side. Runners on the corners. 1 out, Sea Dogs lead 3-0. The 0-1. Chop back towards the pitcher. Throw to second is in time, and the play to first is not. Somerset was sure they turned the double play, but they did not. And Brannon scores. Frazier is safe. 4-0 Sea Dogs. A look at the replay on MLB TV. Frazier, full out sprint, and it might look like the ball beat him to the bag. Somerset just got robbed as the Sea Dogs score a run on that play, a play that would have ended the inning. Here's the first pitch to Nellie Taylor with Frazier on first. So it's an RBI fielder's choice. Oh, 0-2 quickly, though, to Nellie Taylor. Manager James Cooper was out of the dugout to talk with first base umpire Tatum Littleton. Very frustrated with that call for good reason. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, a tip, or a drop third rather. It is collected by Frick. The throw pulled Moylan off the bag, but then he finally got his foot there, barely beating Nellie Taylor. And that's the third out. Top of the 6th inning, new pitcher on the bump for the Portland Sea Dogs. It is Hedixon Paez, who has been lights out recently. Final line for Anthony Eyanson, 8 strikeouts, or 5, did that not in the right order. Here's the first pitch from Paez upstairs. For Eyanson in the correct order this time. 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. The pitch to Cobb, fouled straight back into the netting. And the count moves to 0-2. Paez kicking some dirt around on the mound, sets at the chin. The pitch on the ground to short. Arias is there, out of his glove in time to first. 6-3 ground out for out number 1. Eyanson Paez, the only guy in the dugout for the Sea Dogs with major league experience, started the year on the White Sox opening day roster after they took him in the Rule 5 draft. But they DFA'd him after 3 appearances, an 18 ERA, and he was returned to the Red Sox. Came straight here to Portland. First pitch to Jackson Castillo, a breaking ball that drops in at the top of the zone for a called strike 1. Paez has given up 1 run in his last 3 outings. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Back-to-back 0-2 counts tonight for Paez. He's gone more than 3 innings in those last 2 appearances. He's earned back-to-back saves. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. The changeup to the low and inside corner. And that's 2 up, 2 down for the pitcher from Tinaquillo, Venezuela. Infield takes their time, walking over to the left side of the field against Jay Savina. Pretty even spacing, first pitch. Got a piece of it, foul ball right side. Two outings ago was Paez's best effort of the season. He went 4 innings against Altoona. No runs, 8 strikeouts. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. 3 straight 0-2 counts now. Avina circles the bat and digs in on the right side. The 0-2. Barely got a piece of it to stay alive in the at-bat. Another 0-2. Up the middle, off the glove of Paez. But it ricochets to Caden Rose, who makes the play to Brandon in time. A 3 up, 3 down inning for Eyanson Paez. We're on to the bottom of the sticks. Sea Dogs lead 4-0. Welcome back into the bottom of the 6th inning, 8-9-1. Due up for Portland. And I just said these words to Emma during the break, but they need to be said on air as well. The Red Sox have a winning record. They just took down the Rays for the 3rd straight game. 7-6, the final score. Rays were threatening with runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. As Leendo offers, and it's called a strike for the first pitch of his at-bat. But a ground out to the shortstop ended the game. At one point, the Red Sox trailed by 3. New pitcher as well. Here's Hayden Murta. The 0-1. Well outside, count evens up. It's just absurd. I think that's 15 of their last 17 now are wins for the Red Sox. From 14 games below 500 to 1 game above, the 1-1. Called strike inside part of the plate.
Also, we'll reshape how I think the Red Sox are going to approach the
trade deadline.
Absolutely. And within striking distance of a wild card spot now, and I think it has something to do with their third base coach.
Chad Epperson. It's a good guy right there. 1-2. Top of the zone, missed outside for ball 2. Frick was sure that was going to be strike 3. Stood up to toss it around the diamond, but has to go back into the crouch. The 2-2. High and away, and the count is full for Leendo. As for Hayden Murta, a 1-2 record, 2 saves, 3.86 ERA. It's his 26th appearance of the season for the Somerset Patriots. The payoff, swing and a miss, strike three, strikeout number 3 on the night for Abram Liendo. And there is one gone for Caden Rose. Rose 1 for 2 with a double to the left field corner. First pitch off the end of his bat, up the middle, gloved by Murda. He tosses to first in time for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order. Fourth time up for Franklin Arias, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a walk. He scored once in the first inning on that Rosario home run. To recap that scoring, a 3-run homer for Rosario in the first put the Sea Dogs up, and then they scored 1 run in the 5th. First pitch to Arias misses outside. With 2 outs, what could have been an inning-ending double play was instead an RBI fielder's choice for Matt Frazier as he beat out the throw to first, or at the very least, that was the call on the field. The 1-0 high and inside. It brought Brooks Brennan home to score. Now the Sea Dogs lead 4-0. The 2-0. Check swing and a ball high and inside, but he did not go around. Ball 3. And if anyone has a green light, it is Franklin Arias. So Murda doesn't want to leave one over the plate here, even in a 3-ball count. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. So Arias has reached 4 times tonight, a pair of singles and a pair of walks. Will Turner, who's coming in on the left side right now, also has a pair of walks on the night, 0 for 1, plus those 2 walks.
Delia, do you have my card? No. You don't?
Sea Dogs trying to get a 2-out rally going.
Yeah. Oh, it's in my bra.
First pitch. Inside, Turner gets his hands out of the way. The 1-0. Misses low and outside. Ball 2 to Will Turner. It's funny, Will Turner hadn't had a walk since his return
We had to search, but she found one just
from the injured list. The 2-0 high and outside. 7 straight balls delivered now
they're not shaped like regular bowling. And you use
from
the ball
Hayden
that's
Murda.
only this big. No hole.
But now Turner has 2 on the night and a 3-0 count. The pitch.
They have a candlestick night out here.
Catches the outside part of the plate with the sinker, 96 miles an hour from Murda.
Middle narrow on the ends, but you bowl it, but you bowl it with a ball that's only this big and no hole for you. It's an old-fashioned, it's colonial form.
The 3-1. Down the middle, Murda has worked this count full
My hand,
as he tries to leave Arias standing on first base. Infield shifted to the right side against the lefty Turner. Open stance on the left side. The payoff, Arias goes, ball 4 outside. And Turner walks for the 3rd time tonight. Runners on first and second now for Brooks Brannon. Brannon doubled and scored in the 5th.
3rd time this season, Turner has worked 3 walks in a ball game. He's had 4 walks once.
He's now up to 54 on the season, which as of yesterday was the most in Double-A at the moment. I did not check that one this morning.
climb this rope. I've never climbed.
First pitch to Brandon on the ground to third, and it's bobbled, and the runner is safe. Kobe Morales could not get a hold of that ball. It bounced up into his chest, and by the time he got around to it, even with a zip of a throw across the diamond, Brooks Brandon beat it out. That one less close than the Frazier play.
The Silver Pro cleanup hitter, Ronald Rosario.
Still a closer play than it might have looked initially after that bobble, but the bases are loaded on 2 outs for the second time tonight for Ronald Rosario. Offers across the plate for strike one. And that is ruled an E5 on Morales. The 0-1. Swing and a miss for Rosario, just itching to get a piece of this ball. Offered at the cutter outside. He's quickly down 0-2. Sea Dogs lead 4-0. Rosario has batted in 3 runs tonight. The 0-2. Underneath it, fouled into the netting. And he stays alive. Rosario was last season's leader in runs batted in for the Sea Dogs. Hasn't had as much opportunity this year, but still 29 RBI for the catcher. Arias the lead runner on third. Turner on second. Brandon on first. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Rosario underneath the cutter. And Hayden Murda strands the bases loaded. Sea Dogs take their 4-0 lead to the top of the 7th on the Sea Dogs Radio Network. Our friends at Northeast Credit Union are celebrating Kind Kids. NECU is seeking nominations from kids age 17 and younger who consistently demonstrate compassion and kindness towards others. For complete details or to make a nomination, visit thelyc.com/nicecatch. 4-0 Sea Dogs at the top of the 7th on a hazy Saturday night. With more on the play-by-play, here's Emma Tiedemann.
Thank you so much, Perry. Kobe Morales, DJ Gladney, and Connor McGinnis will face the right-hander at Hidixon Paez. Paez has been phenomenal for Portland. Right-hander rocks and fires the first pitch to Morales. Called strike low and outside, and Paez came in the top of the 6th, retired the side in order. First time facing Morales, who was 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a strikeout. The 0-1. Swing and a fly ball hit to center field, and it looks like Taylor might have lost it a little bit. The way that he hesitated, and I mean, the haze that Perry mentioned is just about the color of a baseball whenever you look up into the clouds right now. So that is a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th. Kobe Morales, his first hit of the night.
To be fair to Taylor, that ball really died in the air off the bat, especially with the crack of the bat. It sounded like it was going to keep on carrying, but instead it just fell right in front of Taylor and he misjudged it.
First pitch to Gladney, misses high and inside for ball 1. Gladney bats on the right side as Paez comes set.
That's the first ball that Paez has dealt to start an at-bat.
Called strike, low and inside, and the count evens 1-1. Paez has had a lot of really good control. Has not issued a walk since June 27th. 1-1. Swing and he taps it foul at the plate for strike 2. Earned back-to-back saves his last 2 outings. And because it was a piggyback situation, he was the last pitcher to come in for Portland. Sea Dogs only needed 2. Just needed the starter and then Paez to close things out. So he has a 3 1/3 inning save and a 4 inning save. 1-2. This is high and inside, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. But on July 5th against Altoona, probably his best performance of the season with 8 strikeouts across 4 shutout innings, only allowed 1 hit. The 2-2. Swing, and he bounces it foul third base side, and the count stays even, I should say. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Paez with 18 strikeouts in his last 16 and 2/3 innings. Sea Dogs leading 4-0. It is still within striking distance for Somerset. We saw that last night in the 7-2 win for the Patriots. Here's the 2-2. Swing, and he taps at third base side, and it rolls foul again. So DJ Gladney patient against Paez. He's had a strikeout and a ground out tonight. Paez feeding him a good amount of cutters in this at-bat. Kobe Morales over at first base. 13 stolen bases on the season. Brandon, you see they're having a conversation with the Patriots first base coach. And Morales as well as he tags up. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 goes low and inside with the changeup. That is the second strikeout of the night for Hidison Paez. Takes care of the first out in the top of the 7th. Here comes Connor McGinnis.
Second baseman, number 6, Connor McGinnis.
Yeah, we went to the one they were doing nothing. And but I got into the one. Is there when you
First pitch to McGinnis. Bounces it foul first base side for strike 1. McGinnis 0 for 2. Strikeout in a line out, but a lot of these Patriots, especially in the heart of the order, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 1 for 2, and one of those is at least a strikeout via Anthony Eyanson, as the 0-1 is a swing and a foul tip at the plate. Anthony Eyanson just absolutely lights out again. 5 shutout innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts.
Everyone in the Somerset Patriots lineup today, except for Josh Moylan and Owen Cobb, have struck out at least once.
0-2, swing and a miss. McGinnis goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. That's the 3rd strikeout now for Hidison Paez and brings Thomas Frick to the plate. Well, and it's tough when you have to face Anthony Eyanson. Then Sea Dogs go to the bullpen. If you're the Patriots, you might be thinking, okay, might be able to jump on the bullpen a little bit. And here then comes Hidison Paez. It was just dealing. Check throw to first. Back standing is Morales.
And this is the version of Hidison Paez that the White Sox saw and were interested in enough to take him in the Rule 5 draft and put him on the field on opening day.
First pitch, a called strike, low and inside. It was interesting with that Rule 5. He had never pitched above high A before, and then to take him in the Rule 5, they did take a chance putting him on that opening day roster. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Now working with pitching coach Juan Rivera, who Blake Wehunt earlier today just sang his praises. Red Sox doing a really good job developing these pitchers, especially here in Double-A. Here's the 0-2 to Frick. Swing and a bouncing ball hit to Arias at short. Tosses to second with the force out. Inning comes to an end. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Portland still leading 4-0 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
And now pitching for Somerset, number 11, Luis Velasquez.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with KM, a New England favorite, and the hot dogs you choose for when it matters most. Enjoy KM at your nearest concession stand or find them at your local grocer. KM, the official hot dog and sausage partner of your Portland Sea Dogs. Luis Velasquez on the mound now for the Somerset Patriots. Baez, Frazier, and Taylor due up 5, 6, and 7. It's the right-hander. First pitch, hit on the ground, up the middle, a base hit for Baez. Leadoff single in the bottom of the 7th. Baez collects his first hit. Here comes Matt Frazier. He's reached base twice tonight. Now Velasquez is 5'10", 155 pounds, 25 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. Signed as a free agent with the Yankees in 2019. First pitch misses low and inside, ball 1. Velasquez has made just 2 appearances out of the bullpen for the Patriots. They're starting the year on the injured list. He comes set. 1-0. This is outside, ball 2. Frazier with a double in the first inning. Reach again in the 5th. Two 2-0. Swing and a foul tip for strike 1. Sinker that time from Velasquez at 96. Two balls and 1 strike to count. The pitch. Swing, and he fouls at third base side. Count evens 2-2 to Frazier. Velasquez started the year on the injured list after missing all of last season, but was in Somerset's bullpen in 2024. Had a save and 56 strikeouts in 41 1/3 innings. He readies the 2-2. Low and inside, ball 3, and the count goes full. Change-up at 89 from Velasquez as Nate Baez tags at first. Right-hander sets. Here's the payoff. Swing, and he fouls it left side out of play. And the count stays full for Frazier, who has been very patient. Good battle between Frazier and Velasquez on the mound. Climbs back in the left-handed batter's box. Here's the 3-2. Swing, and he again grounds a foul first base side this time. Another sinker from the right-hander.
Really running up the pitch count on Velasquez. He's about to face the 8th pitch of his at-bat.
And he only threw 1 pitch to Baez. Singled off the first pitch of the at-bat. Stands at first. Velasquez sets again. The payoff. Fouls it left side into the seats. This will be pitch number 9. Frazier trying to win this battle. Sea Dogs leading 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the payoff. Swing and a bouncing ball right side of the infield. McGinnis drops it, picks it back up, throws to first. It's not in time. Nate Baez was off with the pitch. He's safely in at second. Frazier safely in at first. What I believe will be an E4 on Connor McGinnis. Gloved it to his left side, but just knocked it down. I think he was maybe a step ahead of himself in his mind, and what would have been a routine ground out for the first out results in the error, and now that brings up a pinch hitter, and Jack Winnie.
At the beginning of the game, we were talking about how yesterday the Sea Dogs didn't come through in big moments, but also Somerset didn't give them an opportunity to capitalize on any mistakes. Tonight has been a different story. 2 errors on the board for Somerset.
2 on for Jack Winnie. First pitch swinging on the slider inside for strike 1. Winnie coming in for Nelly Taylor. was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Winnie enters the game batting .324 ever since his promotion from High A Greenville. 0-1. Swing, and he grounds it foul first base side for strike 2.
I'd assume on the defensive end, I'd guess Will Turner would move over to center, Caden Rose probably back to the outfield, and then Winnie and Liendo will figure out the second base and third base responsibilities.
Velasquez sets again. The 0-2. Swing, and he pops it up high to shallow center field. Avina doesn't see it, has his hands out, and it drops in center field. Everyone moves up a base as McGinnis tosses it back into the infield. And now the bases are loaded, and Jace Avina in center field jogged in a few steps and immediately put out his hands. The universal sign for I have lost the baseball. And then by the time McGinnis went out there, he lost his footing in the grass, even though everyone was already safely at their next base. So base is loaded now for Abram Liendo. After 2 singles and an error. Now we have a pinch runner for Jack Winnie. It's Miguel Blaze. Kyle Sisela busy managing this one.
Well, that answers the defensive moves. It'll just be a clean center fielder for center fielder, I would assume, with Blaze.
First pitch. This is low for ball 1. Infield now coming in. Blaze at first, Frazier at second, and Baez at third.
And this is interesting for Liendo because it's the first time he's been at the plate not leading off an inning.
1-0. Swing and a miss. Count evens 1-1 with the inside fastball at 96.
Liendo has 3 leadoff strikeouts tonight, but really as of late, it's been the hitting with runners in scoring position, batting .375 since the beginning of June with runners in scoring position. That's made him stand out.
1-1. Bounces in the left-handed batter's box for ball 2. Big spot here. Portland could really put this one out of reach. Sea Dogs leading 4-0, threatening for more with the bases loaded. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. High and inside, ball 3. Velasquez with that fastball sitting 95 to 96. Having trouble locating it. (3-1). Swing and a miss for strike 2, and the count goes full. Velasquez up to 18 pitches in this inning. 9 of those were against Matt Frazier, who stands at second base. Velasquez sets. Now time is called by Liendo. The 3-2. Swing, and he taps at third base side for foul. Velasquez offering a lot of sinkers to Liendo. Just trying to get one by him. Velasquez comes set. He has the signs from Frick. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the slider that time. First out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is Caden Rose.
Sea Dogs have just struggled to put the ball in play with the bases loaded. Twice Ronald Rosario on 2 outs, bases loaded, struck out. Here, bases loaded for Abram Liendo, struck out. This game could be a lot further apart than it is.
First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Sea Dogs 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position, but like you mentioned, a lot of that has just been bases loaded. A 1. Swing, and Rose pops it up foul into the seats just in front of us. And now Rose is down in the count, 0-2.
A lot of foul balls for Caden Rose tonight. He's seeing it okay, but just missing around the ball, except for that double back in the 2nd.
Velasquez kicks and fires. Rose sends it down the right field line. Gladney back on it. Makes the catch in front of the warning track. Tagging up at third is Baez. And it's a sacrifice fly for Caden Rose. And the Sea Dogs extend their lead 5-0 in the bottom of the seventh. And another Sea Dogs run means $10 donated to the campaign for ending hunger by Atlantic Federal Credit Union. We do better together. Now time is called. Here comes the manager for the Somerset Patriots. James Cooper makes a motion towards the bullpen, and that will be all for Luis Velasquez. Makes a change ahead of Franklin Arias. We will step aside with 2 outs, bottom of the seventh. 2 on for Portland in a 5-0 game. Sea Dogs on top on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Yeah, my friend that I'm going to meet up with while I'm there, I'm going to ask him to ask his girlfriend where she got her haircut, because she went to Binghamton. That's how they met.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's a good idea.
I'm doing Longhorns, y'all. Yeah.
Did it show up? No. Oh, thank God. Then I saw the other finger.
Franklin Arias leads, or will step in on the right side against the new pitcher and Kevin Stevens. 2 outs, bottom of the seventh. First, a check throw over to first. Miguel Blaze is back standing. Sea Dogs leading 5-0 over the Patriots. Arias a multi-hit and multi-walk game. Stevens comes set. The pitch. This is high, ball 1. Stevens making his Patriots season debut. He also started the year on the injured list. I feel like we have read that for almost every pitcher that has come out of the bullpen for Somerset. Is the 1-0 pitch is a called strike on the inside part of the plate. But he rehabbed with Hudson Valley. Had a 3.72 ERA and a 2-0 record. The 1-1 called strike 2 on the low and inside corner. And he was officially added to the roster a couple of days ago. Or activated, I should say. Time called and Arias steps out. Patriots keeping a close eye on Miguel Blaze over at first base. It's Blaze at first, Matt Frazier at third. Stevens sets the 1-2. Swing and Arias skies it high to center field. Avina again can't find the ball. Now he does. Calls everyone off. It's over his head. Arias up to second as Blaze comes home to score. Sea Dogs plate 2 more, and it is 7-0 Portland. Jace Avina cannot find the ball tonight. Couple of tough plays that have been costly now. The Sea Dogs have a 7-run lead over Somerset.
this is the inning where the Sea Dogs have capitalized on the mistakes for Somerset, and 2 of them coming by way of Jace Avina. It's tough with the lights facing downwards, this haze all around. That's a play you have to make.
First pitch to Turner, a called strike. That is the 17th double of the year for Franklin Arias. Now up to 50 RBI. Tags at second. The 0-1. This is low and inside at the count, evens 1-1. So Avina not tagged with errors in these situations. So it won't say it on the box score, but Avina just having a tough time with this fog that has rolled in after the rain. 1-1 to Turner. This is low and inside, and the count falls to 2-1.
And again, it was immediate, but unlike that last ball, which kind of split the difference between a few fielders for Somerset, he was the only player that had a chance at that ball.
2-1. Low and inside, ball 3. Franklin Arias now has reached base 5 times tonight. Tags at second. Stevens sets. The 3-1 bounces in front of the plate, and it gets away from the catcher. Frick down the third base line. Arias moves to third.
Frick got to that ball in time to make a play, but Kobe Morales was just ambling around at third base and didn't make his way to beat Arias to the bag. Another missed opportunity for Somerset.
And that was actually ball 4, so Turner draws his 4th walk of the game. Second time all season that Turner has recorded 4 walks in a game. Here is Brandon now with runners on the corners. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Portland leading 7-0. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Strike 1. First pitch fastball from Stevens. Right-hander sets. The 0-1. Low and outside, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Stevens, 28 years old, out of Tucson, Arizona. Pitched collegiately at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley.
With his 4 walks tonight,
1-1, misses low and inside, ball 2.
Will Turner has just retaken the lead of most walks in the Eastern League from Deuce Gorson, depending on what the Altoona second baseman does tonight.
Turner stands over at first. Here's the 2-1. Low ball 3. Bit of a shaky inning for the Patriots. In the bottom of the 7th, Portland plated 3 runs so far and looking for more. The 3-1. Swing, and he skies it high to center field. Again, Avina has no idea where it is. Into left center field, it drops again! Another double for the Sea Dogs as the Somerset outfield cannot locate a fly ball to end this inning. 2 more runs score, and it is 9-0 Portland. I don't think I've seen anything like this.
Once maybe, twice is unusual, but 3 times on what feels like just back-to-back-to-back plays.
And you have to imagine there's now frustration on the mound. These types
Avina
of
has
plays,
his hands on his head in the outfield.
these types of plays should have ended this inning a long time ago. But the fog is no friend to Jay Savina right now. And I know a couple weeks ago we did our deep dive into the lights here at Delta Dental Park and Hadlock Field, but if you see the light tower in left center field, the closest one to Avina actually, there are lights shooting up on that light pole just to the right of the video board, and that helps light the ball underneath to help prevent the situation we have now seen 3 times in 1 inning. So it's just a really tough night. I think Avina right now, you can see there on the high home camera, that light near the video board that is shooting straight up helps light the bottom side of the ball. So if you're an outfielder and you're looking up, that helps you locate the ball faster because you can see the light underneath the ball. But I think Avina right now is hoping for a ground ball, so the ball to stay in the infield, as the 1-1 is a called strike 2 to Rosario. Or a strikeout at least, something where the ball is not hit to the outfield and the ball is not elevated. I think that is what every Patriot is hoping for right now.
It's immediate off the bat, too. It's not like it's up in the air and then he loses it. His hands were out the second contact was made with that ball.
1-2. Swing, Rosario fouls it right side out of play. Brandon tags at second. That is, by the way, his 17th double of the season already for Brooks Brandon, as he has had 2 doubles tonight. 1-2. Fouls it straight back.
Can't let Franklin have all the fun.
Exactly. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brandon in at second, and Rosario now the 9th batter to come to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2. Swing, and there's a fly ball again. Hit deep left field. Castillo turns. That one is long gone. Ronald Rosario. His 2nd homer of the game. Sends it over the main monster. Rosie keeps on raking for the Sea Dogs. It's 11-0 Portland.
He has fulfilled his promise. He told me 2 days ago 2 more home runs were coming this weekend. They both came Saturday night. And with the error earlier in the inning, none of these runs on 2 outs are earned.
First pitch swinging to Nate Baez is fouled right side out of play. Just a tough inning. I guess the only silver lining is that the outfield didn't have to try to make a catch. Baez back in on the right side. 0-1. Check swing. A grounder to the mound. Fires over to first. Inning comes to an end. Stevens retires. Baez 1-3. Sea Dogs, though, put up 7 in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the top of the 8th. It is 11-0 Portland. Well, there's the light that should have helped the outfielders for the Patriots see the baseball a little bit in the outfield, but wow, what a shot. The dramatic zoom in. Well, there's also how our net is held up. But outfield having some trouble for the Patriots, especially in that 7th inning. Here's the first pitch from John Hollebets. Called strike low and outside. Resulted in 3 hits and about 5 RBI in that 7th inning. There's the 1-0, fouled left side out of play. But every time it was hit to the outfield, and it just happens to be Jay Savina who had the biggest the most trouble with it, but Avina just could not see any fly ball that was hit out there. The 1-1 swing and a miss for strike 2, and Sea Dogs able to capitalize with a 7-run 7th inning, and now they give the ball to the right-hander John Hollebets. Sea Dogs with an 11-0 lead over the Patriots. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and out number 1 in the top of the 8th. And now, on the flip side of it, it'll be interesting to see how the Sea Dogs outfielders are able to read fly balls hit to the outfield, because it has been a little while. The sky has darkened, but still the fog is present. So, again, not harping on the Patriots, just explaining what happened. Sea Dogs outfielders might have the same problems if any fly balls are hit out there. Valencia takes the first pitch low and outside, ball 1.
7 runs does tie the most runs in an inning for Portland this season.
1-0 is hit softly down the first base line and out of the reach of Brooks Brandon, a base hit to right field. 1 out single for Palencia. Here comes Owen Cobb.
Just a blooper for Palencia, 57 miles an hour off the bat, barely made it over Brandon's head, a miss hit, but it's all he needs to stand aboard first.
Hollebet sets. And the pitch. This is high and inside, ball 1. Cobb today 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs. 1-0. Down the middle, a cold strike, and the count evens 1-1. Hollebet 6'3", 190 pounds, 23 years old. Typically in the starting rotation. Here's the 1-1. It's a fly ball hit down the right field line. Turner is over, and he makes the catch. The first, or rather second out in the top of the 8th inning, and it's back to the top of the order now with Jackson Castillo.
This is just a devastating pitching lineup for the Sea Dogs tonight. Eyanson, Paez, and Holibets, 3 players who could be starting caliber players, who have been starting caliber players at different points.
First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Eyanson and Holibet's part of the regular rotation. Paez has been going longer and longer as of late, and they've all been playing really good baseball.
0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yeah, it's tough coming out of the break. You have 4 days off, and then you have a short 3-game series, so just wanting to get in some sort of work before everything in the rotation and everything goes back to normal next week in Binghamton. The 0-2. Misses high and outside, ball 1. But Blake Weehunt has sung the praises of this pitching staff and how well they mesh off of each other and collaborate. Holibets kicks and delivers the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And out number 3 in the top of the 8th. We head to the home half with the Sea Dogs still leading 11-0. Bottom of the 8th inning back in Portland. Sea Dogs leading 11-0 over the Somerset Patriots. And it will be Matt Frazier to lead things off. In the bottom of the 8th, 11 runs on 11 hits, no errors for Portland, no runs on 3 hits, 2 errors for the Patriots. First pitch to Frazier, a called strike. New pitcher on the mound, the right-hander Trent Sellers, signed out of Oregon State. The 0-1. Swing, and Frazier fouls it left side out of play, strike 2. Sellers bends at the waist, he comes set. The 0-2 bounces in front of the plate for ball 1. Sellers this season, 3-4 record at 4.97 ERA.
I was making the point in the pregame show that although the Sea Dogs have struggled somewhat on the offensive end against Somerset this year, the extra base hits have not been the issue.
1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3, and out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th.
Of the Sea Dogs' 11 hits tonight, they have 5 doubles and 2 home runs, so extra bases coming often for Portland.
Miguel Blaze stands in on the right side. Well, you have a lineup of what Brooks Brandon calls boppers. And now you have the emergence of Ronald Rosario just having a breakout couple of weeks, adding to that with a multi-homer game tonight.
I think I need a little more context on the boppers.
I interviewed him on the pregame show last week and talked about how you go through the lineup. It's a 1-0, or the 0-1 pitch misses low and outside, and the count evens 1-1. You go through the lineup, and even looking at today, Arias leading off, Turner batting second, just gets on an on-base machine. Then you have the hard hitters of Brandon, Rosario, or at times Garcia. The pitch misses high for ball 2. Baez is in the mix there as well. Blaze. He started then naming off just about every offensive player for Portland, but just said that every guy has the power and the talent to go yard at any given time. There's the 2-1. Swinging a foul tip into the mitt of Frick, and the count evens 2-2. And he's right. I mean, Blaze you've seen go on tears in that series in Hartford. He sure did. Brandon a couple weeks ago. Now you have Ronald Rosario, but any given night, any one of the guys 1 through 9 can have a standout performance. The 2-2 misses outside, ball 3. I kind of said called them more of the Bash Bros of him and Garcia batting back-to-back, but he expanded it to include, obviously, Arias, leading the league in average right now among the rest of the lineup. So 3-2 is a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Trent Sellers. We talked about John Hollibets coming in out of the bullpen for Portland in the top of the inning. Well, Trent Sellers in the rotation for the Patriots as well. He's made 9 starts, 17 appearances in total. 2 away for Abram Liendo. First pitch to Liendo, misses low and outside, ball 1. Sellers sets, takes the deep breath. Here's the 1-0. This is inside, ball 2. Infield and outfield playing straight away. Sellers has the signs. The 2-0. Misses high and outside, ball 3. Right now, Liendo being very patient. After Sellers struck out the first 2 batters he faced in the 8th here in Portland. The 3-0. Misses high, ball 4, and Liendo was taking the whole way. 2-out walk. And he continues now for Caden Rose. And there has been no shortage of walks tonight. I mean, obviously, Will Turner has 4 of them. Arias has drawn 2. Baez has worked a walk, and now Liendo stands over at first, not being held on by the first baseman, Moylan. 11-0 game right now for the Sea Dogs. First pitch. Rose takes it for a cold strike, high and outside. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, low and outside, and the count evens 1-1. Caden Rose, so far tonight, sacrifice fly, a double, and a strikeout. Sellers sets. A 1-1. Low and outside, ball 2.
All of us here, this whole back row, and then me and my daughter.
There we go.
All right, everybody.
The 2-1. Misses high, ball 3. And Sellers having some trouble as the Sea Dogs went down on strikes the first 2 batters he faced, and now having some trouble finding the zone here with 2 outs and 1 on. 3-1. Misses outside, ball 4. Back-to-back strikeouts, now back-to-back walks. And it's back to the top of the batting order with Franklin Arias as he hands things off to our wonderful bat boy, that is Silas Sasela. Silas is the son of acting manager Kyle Sasela. Once school is out, then Silas can hang out with us during the summer, and, well, he works hard, does a great job. The best is when he's in full uniform. But Silas's first baseball game was actually a Sea Dogs game in 2019 with Kyle. They came up just as fans. 0-1. This is low and out, or rather a cold strike, low and outside.
I didn't even know Silas was alive in 2019.
Yeah, I think it was 2019, he said.
He must have been like 1 or 2 years old, baby. I think he's around 8 years old.
Yeah, they have a picture together with the Slugger statue. And then I believe it was a year later, Kyle got his job with the Red Sox for the first time. Well, I guess it was, I'm going to have to double check. But regardless, Silas's first baseball game was a Sea Dogs game, and they were here just as fans. The 0-2 misses low and outside, ball 1.
I love seeing him and Kyle go through the infield work together as well. Sometimes you see Silas taking ground balls from the machine with the rest of the Sea Dogs infielders.
1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and out number 3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sea Dogs strand 2. We head to the top of the 9th. Portland leading 11-0 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network. Top of the 9th inning, Portland leading 11-0 over the Somerset Patriots. And John Hollebets on the mound to close things out for Portland. Hollebets came in the top of the 8th inning. Sea Dogs starters trying to get some work in after the All-Star break and a short 3-game series here to begin after the break. It'll be Jay Savina to lead things off here in the top of the inning. Savina 0 for 3 today. A couple of strikeouts as he swings and misses for strike 1. Taps it foul for strike 2, and Avina quickly down in the count. Hollebets looks in. 0-2. Just misses outside the fastball at 96. Count falls to 1-2. He skies it high to left field. Frazier back to his, well, right, and then moves to his left, makes the catch for the first out on the top of the 9th inning. Brings up Kobe Morales. Base is empty for Morales as he climbs in the left-handed batter's box. 1 for 3, singled back in the 7th. The pitch. Called strike, low and outside. A 1. This is outside. Count evens 1-1. One. Misses low and outside. Hollebets works quickly. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count evens 2-2. Another fastball from Hollebets. Has a good amount of zip on it tonight. The 2-2, low and inside. The count goes full, and Morales steps out. And the 3-2, low and inside, ball 4. So it's a 1-out walk issue to Kobe Morales. Here comes DJ Gladney, the right fielder. Gladney's had some long at-bats tonight. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a foul ball back to our right for strike 1. Oh, 1 swing and a miss for strike 2. The 0-2, swing and he taps it foul on the plate. Count stays at 0-2. Hollebets going with the off speed that time at 88. Morales tags at first. Brooks Brandon not holding him on. Sea Dogs leading 11-0. Patriots tonight held to just 3 hits. 0-2. Misses inside, ball 1. Holibet sets up on the first base side of the rubber. Morales leads off at first. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 goes fastball outside. Holibet's up to 3 strikeouts on the night, and the Patriots now down to their final out.
Second baseman, Connor McGinnis.
There is Connor McGinnis. Infield shifted to the right side against the left-handed hitting McGinnis. The pitch. This is high, ball 1. Second baseman 0 for 3 tonight. Pair of strikeouts and a line out. The 1-0. Just misses inside at the fastball, ball 2. Series finale will be tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Back here in Portland. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a fly ball hit to center field. Blaze is there, makes the catch. And that's the ball game. Sea Dogs shut out the Somerset Patriots on this Saturday night, 11-0. They take the second game of the series. The rubber match will be tomorrow for the series win. Here comes the Lighthouse as the Sea Dogs fans celebrate with a shutout win by Portland. We'll take a break, and Perry will have your post-game show on the other side of it on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.